So, welcome everyone to this daily sit, this practice. And I'd like to offer you a practice which will both acknowledge anything that may have been difficult, but also really focus on what's good, on appreciation and gratitude. And as always, just seeing what feels right for you, really trusting your own sense of where the practice needs to go. And yeah, let's see what it brings. So, as always, let's begin by just checking in with the body, seeing if any movements may feel helpful on your way to a posture that is really in touch with what's alive in the body right now. So, it may be a sitting posture, a lying, or a standing one. Taking all the time you need to readjust and to softly land, maybe an invitation to shoulders to drop a little and the muscles of the face to soften, jaws and forehead. Noticing how it is to arrive into this practice space. Maybe still some echoes or resonance from whatever has come before. And how we are now may inform the intention for this practice, which may be to highlight or put in the sunshine the good things in our life, cultivating the qualities of gratitude, appreciation, as well as always, a real noticing of all that's present, meeting ourselves with kindness, and just seeing what's alive specifically for you at this time. And also opening to what motivation may be present for you. A sense of what practicing brings to you in your life, as well as what it may offer to others. Sense of direction and meaning of our practice. And then from here, beginning by bringing the attention to a living breath in the body. Maybe already with a sense of appreciation. John Kabat-Zinn's famous sentence that as long as we're breathing, there's more right with us than wrong with us. So how is it to appreciate the simple miracle of the breath? As well as what do you notice when opening to the details of the sensations around the breath? If it feels like a helpful support in the direction of settling, then maybe lengthening the breath as well as equalizing the in and the out breath in your own way. If another support feels more comfortable for you, if the breath is just, not the place for you to be with, then really feeling free to honor that too. More and more letting this moment come into focus. Thoughts and feelings, sensations can continue to arise in their own way. We don't need to get involved with them, but just savoring perhaps this breath. The out breath in particular, maybe offering that invitation to release, to soften and land here in this moment and in this body. With the mind being able to learn from the body and beginning to release some of its involvement with thinking. And the thoughts just freely coming and going as we're landing and settling here. And now let's expand our awareness around the breath so that we inhabit the whole of the body with our attention. And allowing the breath to find its natural rhythm again within that. And opening to the whole field of sensations, the temperature, the level of energy. And the experience of being within this miraculously living body. All the processes that are happening on the inside. All that this body enables. And at the same time, if you encounter sensations that feel difficult or painful, maybe difficult feelings, then seeing if we can also really acknowledge that and make space for that too. Perhaps meeting any difficulty with the intention of softening around it rather than perhaps bracing or tightening against it. And softening, soften. We're meeting ourselves with care for struggling in this way. perhaps with a gesture of kindness, like the hand on the heart or on the part of the body where that may be welcome. Softening and soothing. And as best we can, allowing what is here to be. And that may well include feelings of resistance or a sense of not wanting this to be the reality. Making space for those feelings alongside what is there, other elements of your experience. Allowing. And without in any way pushing away anything that feels difficult, seeing if you can also, again, after really acknowledging and allowing it, widen out into the bigger picture, into other sensations in other parts of the body, other elements of our experience of this moment. And that includes the sensations of resting and the presence of the earth underneath us, steady and ancient, vast. Inviting the body to rest here in this place and in this moment. And the mind to rest in the body with nothing that we need to do or make happen or improve on. Just for now, a simple being with all that may be here as it is. And a little support or focus point may be helpful in our resting. Something to come back to when the mind is drifted off. Perhaps the breath or the sounds around us. Maybe the body could offer that focus point. And at the same time, a lot of space for all the other elements of our experience unfolding moment by moment. And please feel very free to continue to just rest with all that's here. Experiencing whatever may be flowing through. And if you'd like to engage a little bit more in the practice of appreciation, then we could do the 10-finger gratitude practice, where the one hand can begin to hold one finger of the other hand, and we can allow the mind to open to what may be something precious, something wonderful, or even something neutral in our lives. It might be something in your direct experience. It might be something that you appreciate of this world and all who may be in it. Just seeing what first thing you land with. And the invitation is to linger with this goodness for a little while, making this the support for your practice. Letting it come to life by letting our attention infuse it with its meaning, with its qualities. Allowing ourselves to really soak it in, to relish it. And after a little while, you may want to move to the second finger and something or someone else that feels worth celebrating, worth appreciating. And again, lingering and relishing this goodness. And in your own time now, continuing with the other fingers. One by one, seeing what comes to mind and really taking time. So we're not just ticking or listing these good things, but really pausing with them, letting them come to life in our experience. letting it in. I'm noticing also how it feels to let this be the center of your attention. Maybe there's sensations in the body, maybe feelings moving through you. And remembering that there's no right or wrong way to feel. So there might be a real sense of opening and relishing and enjoying, or maybe other things come up, and they too are very worth noticing. This is how we learn about this precious mind. And some days there might be a lot of goodness to choose from. And other days it may feel more distant and hard to get in touch with. And if it's one of those days for you, perhaps orienting to what's neutral and actually really good in its neutrality. That classic example of not having toothache in this moment, maybe a really wonderful thing to celebrate. Maybe it's something else for you. And of course, the mind may wander into habitual directions of looking at what's not here or what is difficult or unpleasant. We can just acknowledge that, yes, that's true too. But also, seeing if we can refocus to what may be well, pleasant, good, worthwhile. And then wherever you've come to, letting this part of the practice just rest again now. Simply opening to all that's here already. Sensations in the body, feelings, thoughts. And perhaps seeing if there's an intention arising from this practice for going into the rest of this day, the days ahead. What might you want to bring attention to? May also be a kind wish if that feels more present. And bringing the practice to a close now by connecting with that wish that our practice will help us flourish in this life and develop our deepest potential. And that this goodness will also be directly affecting others around us. And from there, ripple out into this world, this precious earth we live on, in ever widening circles. Ding! So, thank you so much for practicing together. Being with you all is a precious thing for me.